Ready?
Yeah. Don't pour the whole thing.
That's not even half. That's gonna sound like really unattractive.
You think? Like peeing?
Yeah, I always think like, oh, this is gonna sound so nice.
And it sounds terrible.
And then I listen to it, I'm like, ah.
I don't even know what this is gonna taste like.
Me either. I think it's gonna be very orangey.
Yeah, let's try it.
It looks
Cheers.
like emergency.
Yeah, I know. Tastes like emergency.
It tastes like emergency.
But it's not bad.
No, it's good.
It's just like gourmet emergency.
Yeah. Emergency that has liquor in it.
Welcome to Someone Hang Out With Us.
Yes, welcome.
If you're a new listener, welcome.
If you're a new listener, why'd you tune in at episode 17?
Literally so happy to have you.
Yeah, really. We could not be more grateful for you.
I'm Haley.
I'm Michelle.
And we're just like two gals who hang out and like do some shit. And this is our show.
The end. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
I'm really nervous because I confided in someone at work today about the podcast.
You confided in them? What do you mean?
I was like, guys. I mean, not guys. It's one person.
Oh, because you don't want to let them know that you do a podcast.
Yeah. I was like, I have a secret. Please don't tell anyone.
They're all gonna find out.
I know.
But it's good. We need more listeners.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No one at my work
I don't
knows.
like to mix work and pleasure. And you know it's a pleasure.
It's
doing
a pleasure
this
project.
podcast.
No, it's true. It is.
You didn't tell anyone yet?
No.
I know. Isn't it
I don't
weird?
really
We're
feel
like
the need to.
ashamed and embarrassed.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I'll take any stranger listening to this podcast. Like literally anyone.
That's the thing is like I want people at my last job like said they would listen to it. I'm not sure if anyone did. It'd be nice if people did. That'd be really nice. Thanks if you're listening. But I don't know. I feel like I would rather strangers listen to it.
Yeah.
I'd rather other people find it. Like, I don't know.
I'd rather...
It's like one thing to have my friends listen to it, and one thing to have strangers listening to it, and then it's another thing to have work friends listening to it. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just, like, don't want to be made fun of or anything.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm going to be, like at work, I'm already that granola girl, because, like, the first day I took home extra granola, and, like, I'm, like, the make your own lunch girl, and I'm like goes on a run in the morning.
Run before work.
Girl.
Yeah, they're all like,
now I'm gonna be...
and you have a podcast.
I know.
Like the ultimate stereotype.
Seriously.
Oh
just
my
like
God.
the worst version of myself right now.
Being your best self
is
being the worst version of your best self.
Yeah, I'm the worst version of my best self. That is so true. Yeah. Actually, I'm like the best version of my worst. Wait, I don't know.
The best version of your worst. The worst. What?
Because I'm like the worst. You know what I mean? Like people are probably like, "You're the worst, Haley."
I don't think people really think that. I really genuinely don't. Unless you are walking around like, I go on a run before work and you don't. Like
I do a lot of repeating myself, so I feel like people do not like me. You know?
What do you mean?
Like people, I don't know, like people are like, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, I'm running a 5K, and someone else would ask in front of that person. I'd be like, I'm running a 5K, and then another person would ask in front of both those people.
Oh yeah, but if people are asking you what you're doing, you're not gonna be like, I'm sitting on the couch and eating potato chips.
Yeah.
And then someone else is gonna be like, but no you're not. Like that would be silly.
Well, so I started on Monday. I learned this technique that I created. Here it is. Because, you know, every Monday question is, how's your weekend? And every Friday question is, what are you doing
this weekend? Mm-hmm.
So on Monday, people were like, how was your weekend? And the people who remembered I ran a 5K asked me that. And I'd be like, oh, it was really amazing. Like, I got a PR, like, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Then other people who would just ask, how's your weekend? I'd be like, oh, you know, not so great. My heat shut off in my apartment. Like, you know, like.
So what is this technique?
I choose another detail from the weekend.
A not good detail?
No,
or just an
additional different one, so that I'm not telling the same story.
I thought you were gonna say that like you choose a detail that's like bad, so it doesn't look like you are like doing good things all the time. Like, how was your weekend? It was fine, but like I didn't do anything. Like, I'm boring and not fun, and I hate being healthy.
This
like,
one
I thought
girl was like, how's your weekend? And I was like, great, I ran a 5K. And I was like, how's your weekend? She's like, great, I caught up on some much needed sleep. And I'm like, oh shit, I feel like an asshole. Like, that girl probably couldn't wait for the weekend to like take a nap and like recoup from the week. And here I was like, but I ran a 5K. Like,
but as long as you didn't say it like that, I think you're in the clear, because I think she probably was like, this is a good way to spend my weekend, because that is a good way to spend your weekend, because like
you want to spend it
you
that
are
way.
Gonna be exhausted if you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't sleep at all the week before. Like, she was staying up really late and going to like getting up really early, so she needed that this weekend.
I think you spend your weekend however you want to, and I don't care, and I'm happy for you.
I'm sure other people feel the same way.
Good. I don't know. It's been so long since I participated in workplace chatter.
Oh.
So
there are so many things I'm doing for the first time.
Like what?
Like at this job, because it's a real job, and I've like, I mean, obviously I've had jobs, but it's always been like, something has been missing in all the jobs I've had previously. This one, like, I'm filling out timesheets for the first time.
Yeah.
And like,
I had to do that before, but this one, like, actually, the hours actually count. Because they're not like, go home at 6. They're like, there's more stuff for you to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But like, that was new. Like, all the onboarding and like all that stuff I had to do. I was like, this is so official. Like, wow. I'm taken care of.
Wow. W-O-W.
Wow.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Like,
also workplace chatter.
I had to waive my benefits because my dad was like, oh, you just stay on mine. And I was like, I have a benefits department I have to email and talk to.
Email is also a whole new thing, because like, I'm emailing people I've never met. Like, I mean, obviously I've done that before, but like on a day-to-day basis for part of my job as a necessary thing. That no one has to prompt me to do any, like, I have to be like, in order to get this thing, I need to email this person. I need it for my job. It needs to be done. Like, it's just all very different.
I agree. And then when people don't answer your emails, you're like, oh, do you not like me?
Yeah.
But
oh my God.
You're like, wait, they're really busy. Like, shut up, Haley.
Yeah. And people like trust you.
I know. Well, a little less high stakes position.
But people still trust you.
Yeah, people trust you.
And that's like...
Like, I work at a reception desk a lot, and the real receptionist there was like, you're so good, you're a fast learner, like, I trust you to be here while I'm away, blah, blah, blah. She called me today. She's in Florida. She's amazing. And she was like, yeah, well, they keep putting you there because you're so good and blah, 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 but I don't want to inflate your ego. And I'm like, you already did, girl. But
it's my third week. You already have.
I'm like, seriously, I know I'm the best already, but not really, but, you know. I forgot why we were saying that. Oh, yeah, so people do trust me. At least she does.
Yeah. But it's like a good feeling. Like when I worked at...
I'm like chugging this drink, by the way. For no...
No, me too. It's actually...
reason.
Okay, so it's actually quenching my thirst.
Yeah, it's like
like really refreshing, and I don't believe that there's liquor in it, but there really is.
It's giving me like a pit in my stomach.
Like it's making you hungry?
No. Like a lump.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know. It's fine. We're fine.
We're all right.
Everything's okay. It's gonna be fine.
We're gonna be fine.
It's gonna be amazing.
Good. We're good.
But yeah.
So, but yeah, jobs are cool.
Yeah, jobs are going. Jobs are jobbing.
Is that what
jobs be jobbing, you know? Jobbers got a job.
What the hell?
This is what happens when you work 10-hour days.
And then you come home and you podcast after it all.
Jobbers got a job, you know?
Jobbers got a job.
Jobbers got a hustle.
Still got another episode to do after this.
I know, seriously. Also, our connection to my phone, like, timed out, so I literally have no clue how much we recorded already. But it's cool.
We have no control.
It's no.
If
control.
if I look really close, I can see it.
10,
11.
Perfect. Well,
that like hurt my eyes to do that. I was like,
This week also we're like crossing all phalanges that my fan decided.
All phalanges. Oh my god.
We do not want the
that
fan
made
to
me
go
feel
off.
weird.
Why?
I liked it, but it made me feel really weird.
Is that your motto for 2018? I liked it, but it made me feel really weird.
Yes, that is my motto for 2018. That's how the year is going so far. I liked it, but it made me feel weird. Yeah, that sounds about right. For like most years of my life, probably.
In other news about things I like but make me feel weird, today we're going to talk about...
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about something that happened to you today. I was like, what happened to you today?
I was going to segue.
Oh, it was cute. I liked it. Today, this does make me feel a little weird.
Today we're going to talk about some like fucking weird crimes that
these are weird.
Have happened. And we were going to like present them in a true crime fashion, but honestly, I'm not sure.
We need like background music for that.
Yeah.
And we need to talk like right up close to the microphone like this. Because we have to like
my favorite
podcast.
My favorite is when that SNL sketch when Cecily Strong is being that lady from what's it called? What's it called? The murder podcast.
From My Favorite Murder?
No, the like really famous popular one that I didn't listen to.
Oh, I don't know.
Shout it out if you know it, people.
Send us a text. We'll get it a week from now.
But she's like, it'll just be like really funny shit that she says. She'll be like, but then the chicken crossed the road and we didn't know why.
And then there'd be like a couple like dings.
Yeah.
There's an episode
like
of Portlandia too where I forget like how it happened, but like it's like this office setting, and instead of they like got rid of one employee, but they got podcasters, and they have to follow everyone around. Or is it a police station? It's something. It's like instead of like an official thing that you need in a court case, they got podcasters, and they just follow it around and they talk
like a
about
stenographer.
I think it's instead of a stenographer, but I can't remember the episode. And they replaced something essential.
That's
it might have
really
been a stenographer.
funny.
It might have been someone else. But the podcasters follow them around, and she's like talking into a microphone, and they have like the little instruments and things. It's so funny.
Like a bongo. We need a bongo.
Yeah.
Drum.
You need a bongo. You need like a triangle. Yeah, to like transition into each segment.
Here, let's transition now.
Didn't work. Wait. Try again. You could like. No, it doesn't work.
We have 2 crimes we're talking about today. They're honestly hysterical.
And there's a recent development in one of them.
A recent development?
As of December.
Oh, shoot. I didn't read that part.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is, like, pretty dumb. Oh, look.
It's so dumb.
It's, okay. Basically, there's this guy. Should
we give his name?
There's this guy.
He had a long name. I forget it, though.
I honestly don't remember it.
It was something that sounded sort of Scandinavian.
Guy who... I don't want to give it away.
It has to do with Legos.
Oh, our recording stopped automatically. We will... Sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
There's always something wrong happening with this
Maybe
podcast.
it's like, it'll be like our tradition. Like we have a drink and then something goes wrong.
Yeah. Good idea.
That'll be the new name of it.
Have a drink
and something goes wrong.
I don't know.
We could find like a cuter way to say that.
I don't really like that name.
We'll save it for our staff meeting.
Let's talk about these crimes, though.
Okay.
So, we're talking about this Lego dude.
Do we have a name?
His name is... Oh my god.
No, this is not it.
Different
This is not
Lego
it. This is not it.
crime.
It's that one. Is it that one?
It's this one.
Yes. Yeah, here we go.
This is an executive at a Silicon Valley company named Thomas Langenbach. Do you think that's right? Langenbach?
Yeah. Langenbach? Yeah, that's something like that.
Who is a multi-millionaire, yet still decided to steal Legos and resell them for extra cash.
And how did he steal these Legos?
Well, Michelle. So this guy was like really crazy and tech savvy. Mm-hmm. You know, because he was an exec at a tech company.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding, by the way?
Yeah. Really? Like, do you need to steal Legos?
No. So he went home and printed all fake barcodes and then would go to Target and stick them on the boxes and then, like, buy the Lego sets for, like, 1/5 of their value. And then resell them for their full value or marked up.
Yeah.
So basically, he did this with like 2,000 sets of Legos.
Was it really that many?
Yeah. But he was caught. Apparently, he was caught like 5 times. But
yeah, but they said it's definitely not the only 5 times.
Yeah.
But one time they caught him in Target.
Oh my god.
While he was in Target, they caught him in the act on the security camera. And that's, I think, how he was arrested.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, who would even think of that? If you are comfortable and well off, like, you don't need extra cash.
Yeah, like, what was the start of that?
I wonder, okay, here's my not prediction, what's it called? My analysis.
Hypothesis?
Sure. This man obviously lived a very comfortable life, probably had a wife and children, lived in a gated community, was an exec at a tech company. He definitely had a drug problem. And this is how he got the money to buy drugs.
I feel like the police would have found that.
I'm sure he and his wife have a joint bank account.
Does he have a wife?
His income was going. I don't know. It doesn't say. But
I feel like it would say.
It wouldn't say.
How would he be hiding all these Legos in his house if he had a wife?
Oh, true.
I think he was alone.
Oh, you're right.
I think he was totally alone. And he had like some obsession with Legos and was like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe he loves Legos and wants to have them but wants to make money off of them. Maybe he wished he worked at Lego. Maybe maybe he wanted to work there and they didn't give him a job. And he was like, so I'll make money on your Legos. Maybe he had something against Lego.
It's possible.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But he had $30,000. He had sold $30,000 worth of Legos.
Yeah.
In this
time. But this is the worst part.
I'm so mad at this.
He only had to pay $10,000 in bail money.
So where does the rest of the money go?
I don't know.
Does the police take that money also?
Well, I'm sure some of the money had to go to his lawyers. I don't know if the police could confiscate that money. I don't see why not. I don't know anything about like law though.
No, I don't either.
But I don't know.
Would some of that money have to go back to the Lego company? The transaction was
done, so maybe he didn't have to. Maybe.
What I think though is like, how does that not raise a red flag when something's not on sale but it's ringing up as that price?
I would never know how much a Lego set costs. Like, you could, if I was that cashier and I was seeing that Millennium Falcon, like Lego set for $50, I would totally believe it.
I feel like I would believe it too, but then like, what if someone the next day bought the same thing for full price and you're like, hold on?
Then you would be like, wait, that wasn't right, was it? Like, I would never be like, oh man, that dude was committing an act of crime.
I guess so, but then how does like, I don't know, how does the Target computer system not? I guess he's so like tech savvy.
That's a good point too. Like,
isn't that crazy?
What did it come up as when he scanned it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably found. I didn't know that, and I feel like I'm sorry, I'm going 3 different directions, but I feel like maybe this gave people ideas because this is, I've never heard of anything like this.
Yeah.
Creating codes for like creating barcodes. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought every place that an item was sold, it had a unique barcode.
Me too.
But I guess since it's a retail item being sold at not at the manufacturer, it's being sold at like a store, a department store.
Yeah.
Then I guess it has to be the same, because they're gonna send the same Millennium Falcon Lego set to one Target that they are to like Kmart.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so crazy that he got away with that. I can't
believe he had like such a positive eBay rating. That's
I know, 99.9% positive eBay rating. Apparently, people like really trusted his eBay site because he was reselling these on eBay under, what was it, like some Tony's Brickyard?
No, Tom's Brickyard is a website he used. A Lego
I read that it was on eBay under that username.
No, his username was like SP Oyer, like Sawyer or something.
Oh.
Like I don't remember. I read another article. But Tom's Brickyard is...
Oh, you sold them on eBay using the name Tom's Brickyard.
Oh, wait, what the heck? There's a lot of different...
Yeah, news gets things wrong sometimes.
Yeah, okay, then you're right. Wow.
People really trusted him.
Yeah.
But he would pay $49 for a $200 Lego set. Like, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
And apparently, I thought this was funny that the district attorney of Santa Clara was in, like, she, like, I guess was speaking to the press or something and said that his house looked like a mini Lego land when they walked into it, because not only was he selling these, but he had built structures all over his house out of these Legos. So he had like giant Lego towers. Like, this man definitely was alone.
Apparently he also had like 1,200 unused barcodes lying around.
He had them like waiting around.
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
Talk about leaving your evidence, like...
he was
open.
Not... Yeah. But he got away with it for so long.
I can't believe that. What kind of guy do you think he was at work?
I don't know.
Like the weirdo? Like the office creep?
Part of me wants to say yes, but part of me is like, no, he was totally normal and no one suspected it.
I feel like he was normal, but people would be like, hey, you want to grab a drink after work? And he'd be like, oh, sorry, I can't. Like,
I can't. And then he'd be like, I must get to my Legos.
Yeah.
He'd go to Target.
That's how I think. That's the kind of person I think he was. The kind of person where you're like,
he's like a little
shady.
I
can't really connect with so-and-so because they never want to hang out or whatever.
Yeah, like he didn't interact beyond work.
Yeah.
He was like,
but he was like,
work and Legos,
I bet
that's
he was
all
like
I do.
really good and smart and a hardworking
I'm sure he was, if he could do all that. Like, creating barcodes. How's he printing them?
He was probably just bored.
How do you work at a big company as a VP and be bored?
No, like, this was probably his hobby.
I guess. Maybe like on the weekends.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
why
he
don't
like
think he had a family.
Experimented with making the barcodes, like, as, like, bringing your work home. You know what I mean? And then he was like, wait, let's test it. Like, just once.
I'm curious to know, did he do it for anything else? Like, did he do it so he could go to the store and buy his clothes cheaper? Or his groceries cheaper?
Yeah,
What? If he's probably not just doing this with Legos. Right. If he can make... Also, he got out on $10,000 bail. Doesn't mean he got the technology confiscated.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean his brain doesn't still work. Like, he can go home and continue to do this for any product that he wants to buy.
This is a real animal. A real villain.
Yeah.
Wow, someone stop
and it's
this
like,
man.
Lego is also losing a ton of money, and like this, no one could do anything about that.
Here's something else I didn't get, is he was ungoogleable.
Really?
I googled him, and it was just like a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist who was too old to be him.
Wow.
So there's like no other
I wonder if he made it that way.
I'm sure.
So no one can find it. But if you look up his name, wouldn't the crime come up?
It does, but not... Because I kept searching, it came up right away. But the first thing to come up when you Google his name is that other guy.
Wow.
Yeah. So, good on him.
So he hid that away. Because it happened when? In, what was it, 2013?
No, it was like 2006.
Oh, was that? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was really It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But, like, $10,000, that's nothing to him. Mm-hmm. And it's like, now he's out in the world probably still doing this. Mm-hmm. Like, he now knows how he got caught, so... That's crazy.
But honestly, he has nothing on the next guy we're gonna talk about.
Oh my god, nothing on him. This guy's truly out of his mind. Like,
this guy is a psycho.
He's a villain. He's a villain.
An actual psychopath. Like, what's the definition? Let's see. Psycho definition.
Well, a psycho is short for psychopath.
Okay, shut up. You know what I meant. Google. Oh, no, that's not right.
No, he's not violent.
And he's the informal version.
Yeah, but that's more like...
of a psychopath.
Yeah.
Which is an unstable and aggressive person.
I feel like over anything, I would call him maybe paranoid and definitely abusive.
Definitely.
Okay, so this guy was an MIT professor. He's now, 76 years old?
Yeah, in his 70s.
In his 70s. So when this crime was committed, he was in his 60s. And he had issues with his kids. Like, he was not close with them. They were kind of estranged. And he thought that his son wanted to take his money and, like, whatever. So in order to... frame his son, he staged a shooting of himself. This man, in his minivan, rearranged security cameras, shot himself in the stomach, and told police that his son hired Russian hitmen to come to his car and kill him, and they're the ones who shot him. And they also... he also said that they were gonna do something to his wife. Mm-hmm. But it was very easy for police to find out that that was not the case, because his son was like, no, I didn't do that. The man rearranged security cameras so you couldn't see the hoax. And he had a to-do list in his pocket, written on a restaurant menu, of all the things he had to do to stage this shooting.
Let's talk about how this was an MIT professor.
MIT. Let's talk about how this man is still in the workforce.
Yeah. Literally.
And, still in a position of power.
Yeah.
And he shot himself in the stomach so that he could frame his son. Mm-hmm. Not like some random person who had done him wrong. His son. So he could get his son convicted of murder. Mm-hmm. By hiring Russian hitmen that don't exist. And the police spent over $100,000 searching for Russian hitmen that didn't exist because of this guy.
The only thing that happened in this man, and I didn't write this down, so I'm not sure if oh yeah, I did. He, instead of instead of having to pay back the costs of the police and all this other stuff, he was only sentenced to 2 years probation. And
he didn't even go to jail.
He was sentenced for filing a false police report.
Yeah.
That's not it. Conspiracy or anything like that.
No. Yeah, that's it.
Just
he didn't even go to prison because the judge didn't want to put him in prison at his age. That was the reason. And then what I found out later, so this man was now just charged with another, I don't know if it's a felony, recently in December. I don't know if it's a felony. I don't know what it's classified as, but he was charged with forgery.
Oh.
Because his son died.
Oh, I read this, yeah.
His son died of cancer, a rare form of cancer. And this man wanted to get his name in his son's will, so he tried to forge his son's...
Oh my God.
Yes, to get his son's money because he didn't like his son. And was afraid his son wanted his money, but now he wants his son's money. So he committed forgery against his son, his dead son, to get his money. And he's still not in prison.
He's still an executive.
Yeah. What did I write it down? What he's the...
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's somewhere on my phone. But it's on his Wikipedia page. If you look up John Donovan Sr., his son was John Donovan Jr., and he's the one that died. This poor man.
Like, this man should have died. He's 76 right now. And he
went to a lot of colleges.
He has a great signature, just saying.
Oh, yeah, it looks like one of our founding fathers.
What does it say?
Yeah, but this guy, the track record on this guy is just nuts. And, like, I think he has 4 or 5 kids, and they're all pretty much estranged from him.
The current president and chief executive of the Cambridge Technology Group.
An executive training company. They're an executive training company.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like, how?
I'm in shock.
Yeah, indicted for trying to swindle grandchildren. This guy's nuts. And apparently, so his kids, the reason they're estranged from him is because one of his daughters, claimed that he sexually abused her when she was a kid.
That's horrible.
And they were all like, okay, no more. And they all got a separation agreement against him. And then apparently he thought, like, he was saying that she was trying to steal his money. So she stole all his money, and then she made that accusation and got the separation agreement. So then he was like, okay, well, then I'm going to stage a murder against myself.
Oh, my God. And he actually shot himself, like...
He actually, like he went
in
so
the
far.
Stomach. Like, not even, like, in the foot. Like, in the actual stomach where you could actually die. Like... Yeah. What an idiot.
I also, though, read that I love this. His conviction of that original crime that he only got 2 years probation for was a complete surprise, an absolute surprise. And that he was lucky he was wearing a big belt buckle because it deflected several bullets.
Shut the fuck up.
Several bullets. Come on.
What is with these rich people?
Honestly, I don't know.
These crimes.
I just don't get how you can, like, think that your kids are stealing your money, so you try and pretend they tried to kill you, and then also, like, your kids are trying to steal your money, but, like, one of them dies and you try and take their money. It's like, there's no boundaries for this guy. Like, there's no shame, there's no boundaries, there's no, like, consequences for anything.
No.
It's literally 100% about money and 0 other things.
Yeah. I hate this man.
He needs serious help and not to be an executive at a company.
Yeah.
Like, really needs to not be in charge of people because that's terrifying. Oh yeah, that's the story. So that's the story that came out in December.
Wow, I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but, like, he committed a second crime and
he's still out there in the world.
Wow.
Still working. Like, it's one thing to be like, okay, now, like, a lot of your privileges have been revoked and you are, I mean, he is 76 years old. Maybe you don't want to put him in prison, but he should not be working at this company. That's crazy. I mean, it did only happen in December, so I don't know if something's going to happen or what, but yeah, it's nuts.
What's the moral of this story? Of these stories? You can't trust anyone.
You can't trust anyone.
Rich people do crimes that are more than tax evasion.
Money isn't everything.
There's some real weirdos out there.
Yeah. You really never know what someone's story is just by looking at them.
If you're in HR... and you know one of your employees did these things, fire
them. Fire them.
Do not hire them in the first place. Any other morals from this? Don't steal Legos and don't
steal Lego. Don't steal things.
Don't shoot yourself in the stomach and say your son did it.
Yeah. I do have the feeling that was probably, like, I'm sure he was not in the right state of mind. No. I'm sure there's a lot going on there, but I think rather than doing things like giving him 2 years probation and being like, you're good, that's it, like, maybe someone should, like, take notice of that and try and, like, do something about it. I don't know. But yeah, like, I don't know. Take care of yourself. Be nice to your family.
Don't conspire to ruin your family's lives.
Yeah, like, yeah, be nice.
You think this guy's still married?
I don't know.
It didn't say in the Wikipedia article.
Yeah, he did have a wife. I don't know. I don't know if she's around or what.
Lego guy, like, are you single? That's how low my standards
Lego
are.
guy, no.
Do you want to be on the podcast?
Oh my god, no, you're not coming anywhere near me, Lego guy.
No, we can Skype.
I'm not giving him any of my information. Are you kidding me? He'll steal all my money.
You think just from your email?
If he can make fake barcodes, he can steal my money from my email.
I wonder where he is now. Like, I really want to know.
Me too. Wait, do we have any information on where he is?
No.
There was nothing?
Where do you think he is?
I think he's working at another company. I think it's pushed under the rug and he's working somewhere else.
I think Lego hired him. They're probably just like, let's cut to the chase.
They were like, all right, fine, just work for us. Yeah. If you're going to take all our money, you might as well work for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's now like a spy for Lego. He like spies on other toy companies to make sure no one else is like jeopardizing Lego's hold on the toy brick industry.
What's a productive job he could possibly have?
Government hacker.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Anything else?
He could work at Target.
Probably he could make fake IDs for underage kids.
Is that productive?
Keeps the economy going. I never had a fake ID, just a disclaimer, everybody. But
no, I didn't either.
It keeps the economy going. You know?
Does it? Yeah. I really wonder if it makes a dent.
Anyway. Thanks everyone. I feel like we should just end this podcast now. Well, quit while we're ahead.
I'm like fired up about this.
More updates to come, maybe.
Yeah, if this John Donovan guy has any updates, I'll be updating you.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. You know where to find us. iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube,
Instagram,
Facebook. Are we going to be on Google Play?
Oh, yes, soon we will be.
Cool. Yeah, Instagram is a big one. Like all the Instas. And yeah, thanks. That's it. Bye.